welcome to this look at a new-ish mod map on Farming Simulator 25 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on Nordkirchen. This is a new-ish mod map out by Freck-93, 309.83 megabytes download with no required mods. I'm catching up on the maps I missed last week when I was away. So, as I said, no required mods. There are 9 additional crop types on this map. We have got rye, triticale, spelt, green rye, vetch rye, field grass, silage maize, humus active and mustard. There are 84 extra soil textures and loads of extra tree types and plants, which we'll have a look at momentarily. So the map looks like this. And if we go across there to where it says farmland, on new farmer, we start with the farm up here, which is plot 72. If I click on that, plot 72 is 366,528. You'd also start with these 3 additional fields as well. Now, I've started with the million you can start with if you want to. I've also borrowed some money from the bank rather than put in farm subsidy, government subsidy signs, and anything like that. So, this is the map then. Field prices are, I mean, we do have a range of small, medium and large fields. Field prices are up there on some of the larger fields, and the forestry plots are pretty expensive as well. There are some forestry areas. This big one here, this is, you know, but you can do all right out of forestry, which is pretty good. We'll talk about the crop types and stuff in just a moment. I think I've managed to extrapolate what I needed to work out from them. We do have 3 farms. We have Hof 1, Hof 2, Hof 3. So normally I arbitrarily number them, but these are actually named and numbered. We are going to apply plot 74 down here, which will set it back 106,824 if we do that. You get all of that on there, and you get your sleep and wardrobe triggers. So the farmhouse is kind of separated a little bit from there. And then we've got another one, which is just, this is more of a kind of contractor yard on this one, plot 73. So we buy that there, you get these on there. Now, we start here, and I'm going to lease a vehicle. But what we will do, if we go into this menu here, and we'll come down, I will show you here. So under seeders, so this is what the seeders will put in the ground of the new crop types. So we've got rye, triticale, spelt, vetch rye, green rye, humus active, mustard and field grass can all be done with a seeder. The only one that's not done with a seeder and is done with a planter, in addition, is your silage maize. So you've got your normal maize, and then there's a silage maize there as well. Now, as far as harvesting them goes, this is how I'm doing my extrapolation of what is for what. And if we go to our harvesters, which is this way, go to harvester headers, you'll see there we've got our rye, triticale and spelt icons after long grain rice, so our regular harvesters can harvest those. That ties in with the fact that when you go into the prices menu, it only gives you prices for rye, triticale and spelt. So those are your actual crops. So if we come out of there, there's nothing under corn headers, but if we come down to forage headers and we go across, you'll see there we've got field grass under that one. Then under these we've got the silage maize, we've got vetch rye and green rye. So those are designed to be silage crops. So you plant them, silage harvest them and compact them and that kind of thing. So through a silage, a forage harvester, they should come out as chaff as they're going through using these types of headers. Which leaves us with mustard and humus active. Now, as far as I can tell, there's no prices. Like I said, we'll come back out of here. If we come down to our prices menu, and you see what I mean, down the bottom here, we've got rye, spelt and triticale. If you come all the way down here, you come down to any of these, there's nothing for mustard, there's nothing for humus active, nothing for any of those. All the other ones I've talked about, which are forage silage crops. So as far as I can tell, the mustard and the humus active are cover crops. That's the only thing I can work out that they could potentially be, with no prices being offered here and nothing to harvest them with. And before anyone asks, I will come down to here and show you along the bottom there, because if there are any vehicles added in by the map maker, they're normally under these sections here, and there aren't any. So that's as far as I can tell the situation. We do start here at the main vehicle shop. There's a map of the area as well. We have our vehicle workshop trigger, just there, and we've got a workshop trigger at the back here. Repair and repaint here at the main vehicle shop. Across the way, just over there, we'll get to that in a moment, or I'm going to grab myself a vehicle. We've got Walter, and there's also a pallet shop, like a warehouse pallet buy point over there. So I'm just going to grab myself a pickup and we shall head on round. I'm just checking my notes. There are 50 collectibles. I haven't come across any yet. Contracts are available as well. And we'll also look at required mods. Actually, we do require, not required mods. Mods added in over and above. So, nothing under any of these sections. We come down to our factory section, and in we've got a 1 megawatt biogas plant. Has been put in just there. If we come down to our decorative items, we've got one at the very bottom here, and it's a Nordkirchen sign. Actually, I think with this one we've got customization options as well on this, so we can actually change the sign to match up with all the stuff. We've got the Hoffs on there, cafe. So yeah, you can change the sign as well if you want to place that around the map to your heart's content. If we go down from, come out of there, go down from there, and we come across to our sort of sculpting, painting, decorating. This is what I was talking about. So 84 paint textures. I'll scroll down them. We've got concretes and grasses and forest ground and dirt, animal mud, asphalts, gravels, concrete plates, flagstones. There's tons. I mean, absolutely loads of stuff. I think we've got sand textures. We move further down, so there you go, sand, plates, a whole load on there. If we come across to our trees, there are a whole load, although some of them they're not showing as mod. We have got an absolute load of trees available on there. And then under plants, we've got some. If we come down a couple, there we go. They say Nordkirchen. There's a few in here that have been added in under plants as well. And then I think fairly standard after that. Pretty sure I'm saying Nordkirchen. Oh yeah, I looked up Nordkirchen. The translation for that was North Churches. Is that right? Anyone that might actually know that's German, but Nordkirchen, I think that's what it means. Anyway, if we come out of there, what I'm going to do now is grab myself a car, sort that out, and we will head off around the map. Did I mention this was the reset point? This is the reset point for the map as well. The other thing I was going to show you on the map, if we go back to here, is down at this point here is the biogas plant. Now, this is a curious one as well. The land around it, so when you drive in, you've got all your concrete area, you've got sheds and stuff like that. The land around it is 743,184. The central section, you buy when you get there, I mean, you might be able to buy it here actually, yeah, is 1,500,000. Those are complete separate entities. I'm not going to buy the biogas plant because we can go into here and we go to our productions. We'll show you that when we get to in a minute. But we have got available on the map biogas plant, cement factory, dairy and sawmill. So the biogas plant, we can see there what it does. It's manure, silage, slurry, sugar beet cut, with your regular things you would expect to be coming out of it. Whereas if you click on this outside bit and we buy that, we get these. Now this was a curiosity because we've got liquid manure tank, which is fair enough as a byproduct, digest that what you're doing. But this, a manure heap. Now manure heaps, because that's one that's got the trigger for taking out, not for putting in and taking out. But I thought you have to have cows for that to work. That has to sit by a cow pen, barn, pasture, depending. So I'm not quite sure why we've got a manure heap there. But anyway, you have. If you buy the land, you get those two. And then obviously you've got the ability then if you want to remove some bits and bobs as you go. Right. Let's get around the map. One thing I will say, I don't always mention it because it kind of is, I suppose it's glaringly obvious. But what I will say on this one is the light is very light. It's very bright. Almost, if you're looking across there, it looks almost washed out. I did speed up time. I tried to get further in the day. It just seems very, very bright to me. And I thought, well, maybe it's my TV settings or my monitor settings. But the previous map tour I did and the game playing normally is absolutely fine. So I think it might just be a little bit, just a little bit bright. So water is just there. And then around the side here we've got a pallet point here. So for purchase of pallets or whatever you want to buy, you can purchase them from there. Across the way We've got Katie. Animal dealer point is just there for buying your animals. As we come round, we've got various different buy and sell points. So we've got buy and sell of liquid manure slurry. We've got buy and sell of manure. We've got buy and sell, well, I don't know if it's buy and sell actually, it's Bale's sell point, but I think a generic sell point, animal dealer sell point. So animal dealer sell point, Bale sell point, then the other two are for buying and selling, not just buying of manure. And then on the end there, I didn't even check that one. Was that for buying slurry? Just looking to see what that one was. What was that one? Just animal dealer. Potentially digestate that one, because that's a slurry liquid manure tank. Anyway, so yeah, buy and sell points of the various different items just there. So what we're going to do now is head out to the main road. It has a very bordering on overgrown, I think. It's let's just say lush. It's lush with vegetation. Now we are going to come back down this main road, so I'm going to turn left first up to our start farm. There's one of the forests to our right hand side, and again it's mixed forestry, so it's not all kind of plantation, it's not all easy stuff, let's just say that. There are some straightforward harvestable trees, as in using a tree harvester, but there's a lot of other stuff mixed in as well. What I'm enjoying as well on this map going round, everything is signposted, albeit in German, but it is signposted. But the detail on the houses and stuff, there's loads going on. You can't purchase this. I don't think you can purchase this plot. I'm pretty sure you can't. No, there's a few plots you can't purchase. There's another one down here as well you can't purchase either. But like I say, just very... Ooh, heard that coming. Just nicely made in detail. Right, turning down here, we've got dairy. And we had a look at the productions a moment ago. So it is a standard dairy production plant. You might get things come up if you've got contracts that say to sell to the dairy, and that's fine. But once you've purchased it, it's yours and it becomes a production. So there's the dairy. Continuing north. So on New Farmer, it does show you owning a medium greenhouse. That's because the medium greenhouse is at the start farm here, which on Farm Management Start from Scratch you won't own the land, so you won't own the greenhouse yet. So turning in just here, we've got a few bits of equipment and machinery. What surprised me was the difference in slot count. On New Farmer it's 1,493. And we start with a fair bit of stuff. I mean, there's, you know, we've got trailers there, and we've got, you know, cultivators and forage wagon, little tanker, seeder and stuff. Harvester header, we've got a harvester as well in a minute. Front loader gear, fertilizer spreader, fuel tank there for 5,000 litres. Then in here, we've got a harvester, 2 tractors with weights. On Farm Management Start from Scratch, the slot count comes down from 1,493 to 1,411, which is only about, what's that, 82 slots? I didn't think that seemed very much for the amount of stuff that was here. But anyway, that's what it is, 82 slot drop. Now, I then went round the 3 farms that we purchased at the start, Hoff 1, 2 and 3. And I removed all the buildings, and you can remove all the buildings, all the machine. Well, I sold the machinery and equipment as well, and you can sell everything, all the decorative items. You can sell the walls, the light poles, the fences, all the fences around the outside, these sort of rock wall type things here, all the decorative items. Everything can be sold. This farm will look like this. And that's the same with the other 2 farms as well. So if you did want to remove everything and completely start again, you can. Nothing is necessarily left behind, which is quite cool. I like the ability to do that. So there's our medium greenhouse. And again, I don't know, I think because it does feel quite overgrown, lush. It does have a very natural feel to it. It's not overly clinical, you know, it feels very organic, and I like that. So, farmhouse just here. Again, all this stuff, everything, all removable. It's just the way it's done, it's very nicely laid out. Sleep and wardrobe trigger around the front here. Well, I'll say round the front, but sleep trigger, wardrobe trigger is just around the side here. I was just looking at the ornamental lanterns when I was doing my prep and wondering if that's very commonplace in the in south of Dortmund. I don't know if it is. I just saw that and thought, it's a nice farmhouse anyway, regardless. So jumping over the wall here, we've got silage clamp, Farmer 400 silo, I think this one was. Let me just check my notes. I don't want to get it wrong. Yes, Farmer 400, standard crop types, 400,000 litre just there. And then we've got our cow barn pasture for 35 cows just here. It's not a very big area, it's just this little one here. So that's Hof 1. Everybody knows the rules regarding Hofs. You don't hassle them. That's the first rule of Hofs. Everyone knows that. Right. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. Right. Let's go. So we are going to head south now. I had this on the previous map tour. It's very weird. I haven't turned traffic off, and when I was doing my prep there was traffic everywhere, and I was going to say there's a nice mix of traffic around the map, and now I've started doing the map tour, there's nothing. I don't understand why. I don't know where it all is. It's probably because I'm doing a map tour, it knows I'm going to pull out in front of it, so the traffic... Oh, there we go, we have got some vehicles coming. So that's where we came out a little while ago. So just down here we've got a cafe sell point and we've got the supermarket sell point. So cafe sell point is just behind the cafe just there, and the supermarket is just over the back there. We can turn into both of those just here. Carrying on down the road. Now this one was, it was signed, but this one was another one, you couldn't purchase this. Well, it does have a signpost. Old MacDonald. Old MacDonald's farm, apparently. Right. Down to here, we come to the sawmill, lumber mill. Noah is there. And this has got a couple of points here. So you've got the production here for the sawmill. Then this side is a sell point. Again, showing various different items there. So you've got bales, you've got a drop-off point with a trailer and pallets. So that's a sell point here as well as the sawmill. So sawmill plus sell point. Now all the traffic's coming. I spoke too soon, didn't I? I should have kept quiet. Right, we are going to come back up past here in a moment because we're going to take the fork going back that way, but we need to go head down the map first. But we have got a gas station here. We've got an electric charge station charge point. There's the gas station sell point here in the middle of the forecourt, and just around the back of there is Ben, who is hanging around at the gas station. Now, if we go... Actually, I'm going to do this first. Biogas plant, we had a look at on the map, but we'll have a look at it on the ground. So this is all the ground that we purchased around it. And I didn't try and sell any of this actually, so when I got the slot count down to, did I say what I got it down to? When I sold everything, I got it down to 1,217. Sorry if I didn't say that. So 1,493 standard. Farm management start from scratch 1,411. Then selling off all the stuff at the farms and all the decorative items 1,217. But I didn't try and sell anything here at the biogas plant, so you can probably get lower than that if you wanted to. But that centre section I did try, and I couldn't sell anything on that centre section even when I purchased it. But big open space as well, so once you've bought this plot of land, if you do want to put other productions and stuff on here, this is a pretty good spot for it, without having to use up any of your farmland or anything like that. So that's your biogas plant. Plenty of silage clamp space. But there are some extra crop types, as we've already talked about, that are for silage work, so I guess that's what they're kind of aiming for. Doing an absolute load of silage gear. Now we're going to head back down to Hoff. I think it goes Hoff, well, the order I've done in Hoff 1, Hoff 3, Hoff 2. So I think we're going to Hoff 3 next. So the start farm has a Farmer 400 silo. The two other farms, Hoff 2 and 3, have Farmer 500 silos. This one has chickens and pigs on it as well. Like I said, the second one, but the third one we're going to get to, is more of a kind of contractor's yard. But again with this, all the decorative items, all the fencing, everything, the brick walls around this tree, the benches, everything can be removed. So there's our Farmer 500 silo, standard crop types. Plenty of barn and building space. I didn't open all these doors, they come like this. Fuel tank, I think this was the one at the start farm was a 5,000. I think this might be a 10. Is it a 10? Yeah, 10,000 litre. Chickens around the back here, 20 of. So it's a standard chicken coop from the game. Now pig pen is around the back here. Again, there's plenty of space here. Actually, it's not a very, they're not tight yards. It's not difficult to get around. And again, if you don't want to do pigs or you don't want to do chickens, you can always remove the building and put something else there in its place. Pigs 25, just there, and then we'll just go up the lane a little bit further, and that's where the main farmhouse is. There's a shed up there as well, but it is just a sleep and wardrobe trigger with a few decorative items as well to make it a little bit more homely. Again, well, this is a trickier one. I say all removable, potentially all removable. We do have a dog here as well. What was it? It had a weird name. What was it? Vabis? Sleep and wardrobe trigger across the front here. Because we are right up at the edge of the map, when you come into your build mode, if you try to demolish, that is I can't get any closer. I'm right at the edge here. So there are some items, when you remove them, like at the back, I can't get to the very back items. There's a couple of wall bits. That's as far as I can get. So whilst they potentially are demolishable, you can't actually get to them to demolish them. But the rest of it you can do. But again, it's nicely laid out yard. Well, I say yard, but farmhouse. Dog's not hungry. Fair enough. So, from here, we're going to take that fork back down the other side of the gas station, and we'll see Ben as we go past. So what have we done so far? Walter, Noah, Katie we've seen, Ben. Did I write down David anywhere on my notes? Have I missed him? Oh, is he here anywhere? Oh, maybe. Yes, he is. Yeah. Just running through my list of NPCs. Onwards. I would imagine at different times during the year. I'm saying it's very bright, like say, overexposed almost. I would imagine at different times of the year the lighting will change dramatically, but just for the purposes of what I'm doing here, there you go. There's Ben. So turning just here brings up to Hof 2, which is the contractor's yard. I say that because there's no there's a silo, there's no animal pens or anything at this one. We've also got weighing scales on the way in and out, and we've got a workshop trigger as well. It just gave a more of a feel of a contractor's yard. Sleep and wardrobe trigger just over there, Farmer 500 silo, workshop trigger there, and then storage space for equipment and machinery. Again, everything removable if you wanted to, including all the lights that are at the back there just inside the shed. So heading kind of southwest-ish. Got a couple of little turns here. We've got another that other plot that I said you couldn't purchase. When I went up and I said about the house on the right towards the dairy, and I said there was another one. This one's the same. Really, really nice. It looks well lived in, you know. Lots of activities and things going on. Lots of cars in the driveway, basketball hoops, and all sorts of stuff going on. It's just. And it fits into the landscape seamlessly. It just looks really good. That is a much. I didn't, you know what? In all my prep, I came in, had a look around, wandered about, had a look. I was looking for collectibles and stuff as well. I didn't even notice that. That is terrifying. Good grief. Anyway, right, carrying on. Looking for a turning on our left, which takes us down to the multi-market. And I've put multi in capital letters, so it's multi-market, because all of the sell points are referred to as multi-market. This is a little bit like the animal dealer, in that we've got buy and sell points here for various different items. I know I sound like a broken record. I say it on every map tour and when I'm doing mod reviews and stuff like that. If you're not sure on any map what you can buy or sell wherever, come onto this here, onto your prices menu, scroll up and down, pick any item you want, then look across the right hand side and it will tell you where it can be bought or sold. There we go. So for example, manure. I said when we were at the animal dealer, you got the buy and sell, so you've got a price there for selling it and also buying it. And it's the same with, I think, liquid fertilizer. There you go. That's saying multi-market. That one is saying animal dealer and multi-market. So we have got multiple sell points. So to the left there, we've got our bale stuff just there. We've got some kind of root crop sell point there. Manure just there. Liquid fertilizer, slurry point just there. Again, buy and sell. Then we've got the multi-market sell point itself. So the main sell point. Just here. There's also a buy station to the right hand side, which I think is probably going to be lime, I would say. Let's go to lime. There you go, multi-market. To the right hand side there. So we've got a bit of everything, and we can sell normal stuff and palleted items here as well. So alongside the animal dealer, your sort of main sell point for items on the map, the multi-market. Then from the multi-market up to the top, bang a left, and just along the lane we have got the cement factory. Oh, David was there. Did I? No, I didn't show him. David was there. See, he lurks. He was hanging about somewhere. I think he might have been inside the silo bit as you drove through. I just didn't. Sorry. He's a lurker. It's always been a lurker. So for all the productions, this one has got a cement works. I don't know why specifically a cement works on this one, but it is here, as you can see. Just here. If we go back to our map, we are now here. So we started here at the vehicle shop, crossed the animal dealer with the pallet warehouse, buy point just there. We came up to there, dairy, up there to Hof 1. We came back down here, past the coffee shop and supermarket sell point. Then we came down past here to the sawmill sell points, past the gas station, down to the biogas plant there. We then came down here to Hof 3 and all the various different things there. Now these icons here are because these are constructibles. The garages are already built. They're already sat in there built, but farm garage 4, So these ones are icons just for those because they're usually constructibles. We then came back up the lane to the left of the gas station, past Ben. We went up to the contractor's yard, in inverted commas, past the houses here, down here to the multi-sell points. You can see them all here. David was lurking. Yeah, multi-market, multi-market, multi-market. So it's the multi-market. Then up there, out to the side here, cement works. All the rest of it is all fields on the outside. And like I said, their prices are pretty good. That's the map. That's Nordkirchen by Freck-93. Again, apologies if I've said that incorrectly. I hope you found all this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then of course, please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.